So imagine this. You're in a heated argument with someone you trust and suddenly they twist your words, making you question if you're the crazy one. Did I really say that? Am I overreacting? Sound familiar? What if I told you that's not just a bad day? It's a calculated mind trick designed to break you down. In the next few minutes, I'll expose 5 insidious psychological weapons that manipulators wield in relationships, workplaces, and even friendships. These aren't accidents, they're tools to control your thoughts, emotions, and reality. Stick around. You might spot one happening to you right now. We've all been there. That nagging feeling that something's off in a conversation, like you're being pulled into a web you can't see. But what if it's not paranoia? What if hidden forces in human behavior are at play, engineered by those who know how to hack your brain? Dark psychology isn't some shadowy myth. It's the underbelly of how our minds work, rooted in survival instincts twisted for power. Think about it. Evolution wired us to trust, connect, and seek approval, but manipulators exploit these wires like puppet strings. In real life, this hits hard. Maybe it's a boss who dangles promotions but never delivers, leaving you chasing shadows. Or a partner who showers affection one day and vanishes the next, making your heart race with confusion. These aren't random cruelties. They're strategic traps that erode your confidence, isolate you, and keep you hooked. The scariest part? Most victims don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. Marriages crumble, careers derail, and self-doubt becomes a lifelong shadow. But why does this work so flawlessly? Because our brains crave certainty, and manipulators create chaos to fill that void with their control. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on 5 mind tricks that turn everyday interactions into battlegrounds. By the end, you'll wonder, how many times have I fallen for this? And more importantly, how do I fight back? Let's dive in before another trick catches you off guard. All right, let's unravel these mind tricks one by one, like decoding a secret code that's been messing with your head. We'll start slow and build up, revealing how each one preys on your deepest vulnerabilities. Remember, knowledge is your shield. Spot these and you'll never be an easy target again. First up, gaslighting. This one's a silent killer. Picture a friend who denies saying something hurtful even when you have proof. You're imagining things, they say with a straight face. Suddenly you're doubting your memory, your sanity. Manipulators use this to rewrite reality, making you reliant on their version of the truth. It's not just words, it's a slow drip of confusion that erodes your self-trust. Studies on psychological abuse show victims often end up isolated, questioning everything. Why does it work? Your brain hates inconsistency. It rewires itself to avoid the pain, handing control to the manipulator. Ever felt like you're losing your grip? That's gaslighting in action. Next, love bombing. Oh, this is the honeymoon phase on steroids. A new date overwhelms you with compliments, gifts, and endless attention. You're my soulmate, they declare after week 1. It feels euphoric, right? But it's a trap. Once you're hooked, the affection vanishes, replaced by criticism or withdrawal. This roller coaster exploits your brain's dopamine rush, creating addiction-like cravings. Narcissists love this trick because it binds you emotionally, making escape feel impossible. Think of cult leaders or toxic exes. They flood you with love to mask the control. Curious yet? Wait till you see how it ties into the next one. Trick 3. Guilt tripping. This sneaky beast turns your empathy against you. After all I've done for you, this is how you repay me. Sound like your mom, boss, or partner? Manipulators weaponize guilt to force compliance, preying on your innate desire to be good. Your brain's mirror neurons fire up, making their pain feel like yours. Before you know it, you're bending over backward, sacrificing your needs. The dark twist? It's often subconscious. They plant seeds of obligation early, harvesting favors later. Real-life example. A colleague helps you once, then guilts you into covering their shifts forever. It's manipulation disguised as kindness. Now, isolation, the 4th trick that amps up the danger. Manipulators don't want witnesses. They subtly criticize your friends. They're jealous of us, or create drama to push loved ones away. Why? Alone, you're vulnerable. Your support network is your reality check. This mirrors how abusers in relationships cut ties, leaving you dependent. Brain science backs it. Social isolation triggers stress hormones like cortisol, clouding judgment and heightening fear. Ever noticed a friend who always finds faults in your circle? That's isolation brewing, setting the stage for total control. And the fifth, projection. This is pure psychological jujitsu. The cheater accuses you of flirting. The liar calls you dishonest. Manipulators offload their flaws onto you, deflecting scrutiny while making you defensive. It's brilliant because it shifts focus. Your brain goes into overdrive, proving innocence, ignoring their guilt. Freud called it a defense mechanism, but in dark hands, it's a weapon. Spot this, and you'll see patterns everywhere, from politics to personal feuds. These tricks aren't isolated. They layer up, creating a web that's hard to escape. But hold on, the biggest shock is coming. We've built up to this, and trust me, it's the darkest twist yet, the ultimate mind trick that ties them all together. The illusion of choice. Manipulators don't just control, they make you think you're choosing it. Picture this. In a toxic relationship, they gaslight you into doubting your instincts, love bomb to reel you back, guilt trip for loyalty, isolate to remove escapes, and project to keep you off balance. Then they dangle options. Stay if you want, but you'll regret leaving. But it's rigged. Every path leads back to their control. This revelation hits like a thunderbolt because it's rooted in our brain's deepest secret. We crave autonomy, yet we're wired for illusion. Cognitive dissonance theory explains it. When reality clashes with our self-image as free, we rationalize submission as choice. Dark psychologists, from cult leaders to master negotiators, exploit this flaw. Real-world horror. Victims of emotional abuse often say, "I chose to stay," blind to the manipulated maze. The shock. This isn't rare, it's epidemic. In workplaces, bosses frame exploitative deals as opportunities. In friendships, it's the subtle push toward decisions that benefit them. But here's the mind blower. Your brain can be reprogrammed against it. Recognizing the illusion shatters the power. Imagine reclaiming your mind, seeing through the fog. This is the core of dark psychology. Not just tricks, but a system designed to enslave free will. If this doesn't chill you, nothing will. But don't despair. Empowerment is next. We've journeyed through the shadows, exposing these mind tricks for what they are. Tools of the weak disguised as strength. But knowledge isn't just awareness, it's armor. Let's arm you with practical takeaways to turn the tables and foster self-growth. First, build your radar. Journal interactions that feel off. Spot gaslighting by trusting evidence over words. Counter love bombing by pacing relationships. True connections build slowly. For guilt tripping, set boundaries. I appreciate you, but no. Combat isolation by nurturing diverse friendships. Don't let one person dominate your world. And projection, flip it back. Ask, why do you feel that way? It exposes their game. The big hack. Cultivate self-awareness through mindfulness or therapy. Your brain's plasticity means you can rewire responses. Practice pausing before reacting, questioning motives. Remember, manipulators thrive on reaction. Starve them with calm detachment. These insights aren't just survival tips, they're paths to empowerment. Imagine living untethered, spotting tricks before they snare you, building authentic bonds. Dark psychology reveals our vulnerabilities, but mastering it unlocks unbreakable resilience. So what's your move? Will you let these tricks lurk in the dark or shine a light and reclaim your mind? Drop a comment. Which trick shocked you most? Share this if it's opened your eyes. Someone you know might need it. Remember, the real power isn't in manipulation, it's in choosing freedom.